Are you getting ready to file your federal income tax return? It's really important to review all your documents, especially income-related ones like the W-2 form, and make sure it's correct before you file your tax return. Sometimes people aren't sure what every box means, and I'd like to help you understand a confusing area on your W-2 today. Box 12. I'm Mark Steber, Chief Tax Information Officer at Jackson Hewitt. What is a W-2 form anyway? The Form W-2 is a wage and tax statement that details how much you were paid by an employer during the year. If you have or had a job at any time of the year, you should receive a Form W-2 from each employer the following January, containing income information to report on your tax return. What is Box 12 on the W-2? Well, Box 12 is a general catch-all for miscellaneous items. Box 12 has 4 sections, 12A, B, C, and D, which just reference the space, but are still a part of Box 12 as a whole. And then within the box, there will be a code to identify the miscellaneous items that might need to be reported to the IRS on your income tax return. The codes start at A and go through HH. Some of these numbers represent taxable amounts that are also included in your wages and elsewhere on the W-2, while other times it's just for informational purposes for the IRS. But ignore the information, or get it wrong, or use it incorrectly. Could cause you trouble later when your tax return is processed by the IRS. Accuracy is important, and who and how you do your taxes is important. What are the most common codes used for Box 12? Well, there are nearly 30 codes that can be put into Box 12 on the W-2 form. The most common ones are D, represents 401k contributions and are elective deferrals to a 401k cash or deferred arrangement, including simple 401ks. E represents 403b contributions and are elective deferrals made under a 403b salary reduction agreement. F represents 408k6 contributions and are elective deferrals made under a SARSEP program. G represents 457b contributions and are elective and non-elective deferrals made to a 457b deferred compensation plan. H represents 501c18d contributions and are elective deferrals to a Section 501c18d tax-exempt organizational plan, included in the wages, tips, comp amount in Box 1. S represents 408p, simple contributions, and are deferrals made under a simple IRA plan. AA represents Roth contributions and are for designated Roth contributions under a 401k plan. BB represents Roth contributions and are for designated Roth contributions under a 403b plan. EE represents Roth contributions and are designated Roth contributions under a governmental 457b plan, a tax-exempt organization's 457b, and they can't have a designated Roth account. While there are nearly 3 dozen codes available, don't stress out. The IRS clearly lists and explains what each one is for you and your tax pro to work through. What happens if Box 12 is empty on your W-2? Good question. If your Box 12 lines are blank when you receive your W-2, and you know you don't have any items related to those codes, it's okay. Move on to Box 13. But if you believe your W-2 is incorrect, you need to take action and reach out to your employer for assistance in getting it corrected. How do the codes and numbers in Box 12 impact your tax return? As we discussed, this is just another area that includes what your taxable income is from your employer, but isn't necessarily your wages or what was withheld from your paychecks. But this number does help and represents your total income, including the value of benefits from that employer. You might need them for other purposes on your tax return or for other reasons related to your finances, or just to know how much you put in a benefit plan, like a 401k or other. Pretty straightforward topic, but if you're still unsure of what information on your W-2 means and want to better understand what Box 12 is or other IRS codes mean, talk to a tax pro at Jackson Hewitt and schedule an appointment today on jacksonhewitt.com. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable information, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things taxes.